What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 5 of the Big White Bus. I can't be here this weekend, I've got to go, so I'm going to leave the camera with Rex, who is actually probably even weirder than I am, so good luck with that. I'll be back later in the episode.
That's a terrible idea. Don't leave me with the camera.
Here we are, OnSong HQ yet again. It's cold. It's real cold. I don't know where a lot of our millions of fans are, but out where we are, it's absolutely freezing. I'm currently wearing 2 pairs of socks, track pants underneath my long pants, a t-shirt, a long sleeve t-shirt on top of that, and a jacket. And as I'm sure you'll have noticed, this absolutely badass piece of headwear. Believe it or not, picked that up $15 from a servo a couple of years ago. Don't remember which one it was. I'm sorry. Just keep your eye out. They're totally worth it. I thank Max for that piece of advice. He really killed it on that one. He was a trendsetter and still is. Yeah, he killed it. So here we have our LS1 for the cruiser. It's been stripped down to just a bare block for a 380,000 kilometre engine. It is in amazingly good condition. Honestly, after looking at the bearings, the crank, and the rest of the stuff that's come out of it, we could happily have run it as it was before we rebuilt it, but we've already bought all the parts, the bearings, rings, etc., so we will rebuild it and we'll put it in as a fresh engine ready for boost, because who doesn't love a bit of boost? Another piece of exciting news, today picked up all of the hot side from the ceramic coaters. And okay, if you've got a bright monitor, you might want to shield your eyes. Bam! It is shiny AF. It's almost too good to put in a dirty old 80 series Landcruiser, but we feel it will work with the appeal of the car being a bit of a sleeper from the outside, and looking like a bit of a weapon when you open the bonnet. But we'll see how it goes. So hopefully the ceramic coating should keep a whole bunch of the heat inside the exhaust instead of letting it inside the engine bay. And as a bonus, it just looks $1 million. We can't complain with the results, can we? So the two options are silver or black. I didn't realise that the silver was almost chrome. It's so polished you can actually see your reflection in it. It's amazing. Well worth the investment, and we'll run it as it is, and geez, the old Landcruiser is going to look like a real machine.
So we've got here our LS is all pulled down and back to a bare block. So we're just about ready to start really cleaning it up. Some brake cleaner. Max is just looking for some brake cleaner as we speak. And it can start getting put back together. So the engine had like a lot of Ks on it, and when we pulled it down we thought it was very surprising the condition it was in for the amount of Ks. Upon getting right down to the cam bearings are actually pretty far gone. So don't be fooled, cam bearings do wear out pretty quick, even though everything else looked amazing. The cam bearings still definitely needed to be replaced. So upon that information, we're definitely glad we actually pulled this down and got to this point, because the cam bearings definitely need doing.
They are hard to spot on camera, but if I clean this up, you see that on the you see that they're down to the brass, that copper colour. They're not real good. Definitely on their way out. As you see, that's the at the bottom side there of the two oil holes. That really copper colour there, that's the thrust side of the cam. If you can imagine the lifters and the springs and everything pushing down on that bearing, that's where you're going to get wear. You can see that it's pretty bad. They definitely needed replacing. So I'll put some freshies in it and it'll be right.
You're good to go.
Good to go, just great. Beautiful.
I made a feature wall out of some wheels we had just lying around. Plus a couple of seats and steering wheels and shit that I got. So I reckon it's pretty damn cool. Righto, so we're about to clean up these bores. We've got this pen right, because it's the best. Power steering fluid, because ADF's what you use. And with stop leak, so that no boost gets out of these bores.
Well, it's called pen right, not pen wrong.
Power steering fluid with stop leak.
Yeah.
Premium mineral for power steering systems only. Do not clean bores with... Oh, shit.
That is not ATF.
I don't know what it'll do.
Alright, so the stop leak was a bit weird.
Stop
So
tipping it out.
we're gonna... Oh shit. That's green.
Yeah, it's not. That's not.
That's not ATF.
That's not even ATF.
Fuck's sake.
Can you get some ATF for fuck's sake?
Alright, so it seems every ATF bottle around here doesn't actually contain any ATF. It's all foreign colours and smells and fucked up. So I'm going to go for a dig down the back to our secret stash of shit and find some ATF. Wish me luck.
So while Max was ranting about how he's going to leave to go and search for some ATF, I actually went and just, got some off the shelf.
So the old ATF on a rag. Cleans the bores up. Nice and good, like. So that's clean with ATF. That's after a bloody gurney. She's a bit fucking dirty down there.
Yeah, and they were only honed like right before they were washed, so you can see just how quickly a bare metal surface starts to corrode and rust, especially inside an engine. So before your final assembly, it's a good idea just to get a lint-free rag and a bit of ADF Dextron 3. Normally I'd use brake cleaner, but we don't have any at the moment for some reason.
Or brake cleaner, but at the moment, for some reason, we don't have any. So Dex 3 it is, and it works fine.
I've never used any, I haven't used Dex 3 before. I've always used brake cleaner, but I don't know, seems to work. Seems to work.
Of course it works. I told you to do it.
I don't believe a word you say.
Doing ring gaps.
Got to file them. The old ring filer.
So the rings have been gapped for mild boost. Long and tedious job.
Got to be done. So clean up all of the ring grooves. This thing's obviously done the K's that we thought it had. The oil rings were very stuck in there, and there's a lot of carbon buildup and gunk in there. You can see the difference in that ring groove. This piston's been cleaned up, this one hasn't, but you can see the difference in the gunk that's stuck in the rail there, sorry, in the ring groove. We need to get all of that out.
Alright, so we've got the exhaust out of the 80. This is what it actually looks like all on the ground. As you can see, a lot of work goes into this.